Masato. With this hand, I will save humanity.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is internet personality Vangelus, and I just finished watching Kamen Rider Agito. Can you guess why? You see, a few months ago I had to cancel a lot of my Figuarts pre-orders due to a lack of funds, but I kept one, because there was one in particular I really wanted, and he came in the mail a couple weeks ago, and basically inspired me to marathon the TV show so I could learn more about him. This is Kamen Rider Another Agito, or Kino-san! This guy is a really, really gorgeous Bugman toy. It's actually the nicest looking one I have ever laid my hands on, and I'm beyond impressed with him. Just a little bit of opening toy pornography. Figuarts is a pinnacle action figure line. The only real complaint I could have with it would be one that I don't actually share, which is the anorexic proportions on some of the toys around the waistline. Honestly, that doesn't bother me that much. That goes with the insectoid physique kind of thing. And yeah, this is really gorgeous. His posability is also absolutely delightful. It's just butt-loaded with joints and joints, as I've shown in my previous Figuarts reviews, but I'll demonstrate a few of them here again, just in case you might have forgotten. This guy in particular, the part that I am in love with, would have to be his shoulders. Also, by the way, he has this Agito logo inscribed on the one shoulder, and this shoulder, the way it works is when you flex this up, it follows with it. Now, this is a separate piece, but I love the way that it's sculpted to still organically be that part of the arm. And when you move it down, it moves with it. This effect is kind of lost when you twist this, because you get a bit more of an edge there. But I'm really loving the way they pulled this guy off. He's, of course, got the double-jointed elbows, the triple-jointed wrist. He's got, in a way better example of this, actually. This has been improved, I think, since the last couple I messed with. The leg joint, where you can actually pull this down, so you can move this more out to the side or up, or the like. That's just such a genius joint. And I'm, again, just astounded by how high the level of quality is on the paint, the sculpt, and the jointing, and it feels durable. It feels absolutely durable. It's such a nice figure. S.H.Figuarts are really a line that I would be willing to invest in if I get some more income flowing. I'm already planning to get caught up on some of the ones I missed. And there's even characters like Domon or the Apocalypse Zero guy, or even Piccolo, characters who I really don't care about, that I kind of want to get a hold of just because they're part of this line. It's such a nicely done set of figures. Also, the dual scarf, which, by the way, is done up like angel wings, which is something I never even knew until I got a hold of this figure, are done on really nice, somewhat limited ball joints, but they can go anywhere. So you can have them flowing in the wind this way, or you can have them, blowing either way. You can have them even up, like he's coming down from a huge jump. I've been messing with this toy at my desk literally for the last 2 weeks without stop. It's a gorgeous figure. I can't gush about it enough. I even like how his little grasshopper bits down here don't get hindered and ganked up by double jointing the knee. There's a little bit of a divot in the back of the thigh, which allows for some room for that to store in there. It's so thoughtful. Anyway, while I'm gushing about this, I'll also show you some of these spare hands you get. He comes with 8 pairs of hands. On his hands right now are the slightly curled fingers hands. He also comes with fists. And then, this is the kind of maddening part, he comes with splayed open hands where the fingers aren't curled. And then he also comes with open hands that aren't splayed at all. So he has 3 different stages of splayed open hands, but Agito only got fists and wide open fingers. It's really a shame that Agito got skimped out on, and actually, I don't think another Agito really needs these hands, the ones where they're just calmly open, and these are the ones that Agito really needed for a lot of his poses, so it's Bit of a shame. I'm curious if these will look okay painted black and maybe with the fingers rounded off, but that would involve buying another Agito, and these guys cost a bit of money. He also has an alternate head. In an interesting bit of trivia, this guy is very much based on a grasshopper and has a lot of reminiscences to the original Kamen Rider, right down to the point where in the original design of the first Kamen Rider, his jaw would open up when he did his rider kick to bare his teeth. That little gold mouth plate there in the show would rise up. And in the case of the Figuarts, we're provided with an entirely alternate head with that mouth guard up and the teeth showing. So this guy really wins out of the two Agito figures out so far. He's definitely the one to get. I do want to get a hold of Agito ground form, but I'm really astounded by this guy. Time for some posing porn! The only other major things to note about Figuarts and other Agito are that he's a little bit more expensive since his entire body is a unique sculpt, and he also contains no metal that I'm aware of. This makes him a bit lighter than most Figuarts, but honestly I think that kind of helps. That, and I don't think any real substantial metal would have suited him that well outside of maybe his belt and his bracelets and anklets. Overall though, this guy I can really not recommend enough. He's one of the best action figures I have messed with ever. Now, I mean, I do have a real partialness for the bug people, especially the grasshopper people, but he's just solid in every way, and I'm really, really impressed with him. So, if you even have a passing interest in Kamen Rider, or if you just think this suit looks cool, buy it! And if you have an interest in Agito but only want to pick one, make it this guy, just trust me. Agito is not a bad figure, but given his immense lack of accessories, as compared to another Agito here, who has a fully unique body, 2 heads, 8 pairs of hands, and posable scarves, the choice is really clear. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Internet Personality Vangelus, and I hope you enjoyed this review. I'm going to try to get to some more Figuarts in time, so stay true. And by this hand, I have reviewed this toy. Maybe I should order that other Agito. I'll just go and... What are you doing? Masato! Masato!